let us get into the first topic of today. And it is ironically going to be Smash JT. So apparently Smash JT got an email from one of his insiders, and it's starting to get a bit ridiculous with these insiders. But this one in particular comes with some picture evidence, which I find to be very interesting. And apparently there is an internal email going around over at Obsidian Entertainment, a company that is experiencing a lot of backlash right now, and rightfully so, with Avowed and everything like that. Well, apparently the CEO has finally spoke up, right? The CEO's been quiet. A lot of the people have been quiet for the most part. They haven't really mentioned anything. And this is not something that's supposed to be public. This is something supposed to stay internal at the company. But thankfully, due to the whistleblower, it is officially public. Now, I believe that they are hunting these people. There's no doubt about it. They are hunting these people left and right. Let me show you really quick. So we're going to react to this video where Smash JT kind of goes over the information that he got from the whistleblower, and it's good stuff, man. It is absolutely good stuff. So let's start the video really quick, and let's break it down, talk about it, do a reaction, all that good shit. You know how it goes, boys. You know how it goes. And like the stream. Otherwise, Marilyn Transon will visit you today and personally hand you a cease and desist letter wrapped in a dildo. All right, let's go.
I've been covering the Obsidian Entertainment whistleblower situation for a while now, where many people who work at the company or are related to Obsidian in some way, shape, or form have come forward to me privately, letting me know about behind the scenes, what's going on there, why it's so bad, and how people like the art director, Matt Hansen, and their tweets that got leaked out there about being...
Quick question, man. Quick question. Go back. Every single video I see about Matt Hansen, every single video, the dude is wearing the same fucking outfit. I'm starting to question. I really am. I'm starting to question, like, what's going on here? You're always wearing the same fucking outfit. Every video. I think it's the same one from the clip, too. Hold on. Wait, let me go up. Look at this clip.
So just from a story standpoint, not spoilers, obviously, but so this exists in the Path of Exile.
It's like a similar shirt. The only thing is he's got the fucking straps now. I don't get it. At least he doesn't have the neckerchief, whatever. What is it called? Ascot? At least he doesn't have that.
People like the art director, Matt Hansen, and their tweets that got leaked out there about being hardcore racist and awful people are just the tip of the iceberg with just how bad these people are, how they blackball anyone that dares cross their ideologies, how they look to subdue anyone looking to stand out and have some sort of ideas that fly in the face of an ideology. You know, creativity, the stuff that's supposed to push games forward. Well, apparently at a place like Obsidian Entertainment, when you hire someone like Matt Hansen, your opinions don't matter anymore. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And this might be one of the craziest videos of leaks I've ever had. And that's saying something. Somebody who is related to Obsidian Entertainment, I don't want to give away any information on this for fear of their own safety here, but they leaked an email to me from the CEO, Fergus Urgukart, and this email gives us insight into exactly how Obsidian Entertainment is planning on handling the whistleblowers.
You know, I really wonder how many CEOs of different studios that we've been talking about over the last 5 to 10 months. I wonder how many times they've sent out emails that never got leaked and how many times they've acknowledged the conversations that have been happening online and whatnot. I'm sure it's pretty often. I got to imagine it probably happens a lot.
Leaks, the employees that have been coming forward to external sources and YouTubers like myself because they are sick and tired of the information getting out there. And instead of handling it, making the changes and saying, hey, we're learning, we're growing, and we're going to be better, they're doubling down, tripling down, and saying, if we catch anyone doing any of this stuff, you're out of here. Get that.
I mean, why am I not surprised, though? You know, I don't think anybody's surprised. Obsidian Entertainment is like, okay, not just Obsidian. Let's be real. It's not just Obsidian. Every single studio, it's an echo chamber in every single studio, man. They're not going to want people speaking out about studio, you know, inner dealings. They don't want people leaking what's happening inside the studio. They don't want people talking about what's happening inside the studio. And it's not just Obsidian. All these studios want to keep things as tight as possible. This is why they don't like transparency. Transparency is the worst thing for these gaming industry studios. They don't like it. So they constantly focus all the time on trying to minimize transparency as much as they can. And the only thing they want to be transparent about is the little bit of information that they're willing to be, which is usually DEI focused. But let's see.
Subscribe, give me a like, and check out smashjt.com for the full article breaking down this wild leaked email from the CEO of Obsidian Entertainment. An anonymous whistleblower for Obsidian Entertainment has leaked.
Let's see. Is this a headline? What says avowed online controversy? You and your online presence required reading. Damn. This man is saying this is required reading. Basically, if you keep leaking shit, we're gonna fuck up your life. It says high importance general. Okay, let's check this out. I'm curious.
Leaked to me directly an internal email sent to the entire company, signed by none other than Fergus Urquhart, the CEO of the studio. The email provides a sad glimpse directly inside the current state of Obsidian Entertainment. The insider has also revealed something both surprising and humbling. A lot of the employees at Obsidian have been watching my videos in particular, covering the unfolding situation going on over there. Over the past few weeks, since Matt Hansen controversy erupted, I've been inundated from messages from folks connected to the studio in some way, shape, or form, all with eerily similar sentiments.
So, Catalogo Riffs in the chat says this is all made up by Smash JT. I'm perfectly fine with you having that opinion, but I'm gonna put it to you like this: if that was the case, right, then that is in fact a really easy lawsuit, is it not? Right? Like Obsidian Entertainment can sue Smash JT for using the CEO's actual name and making up shit for clicks and views, right? Like, wouldn't that be an actual easy lawsuit? So why the fuck would Smash JT lie using an actual person's name in the company? Because that is just opening himself up to a massive lawsuit if that's the case. I'm just saying, think about it.
A pattern of poor and misguided.
Like, I'm all for you having conspiracy theories. I'm okay with that. I love conspiracy theories, but really think about that one for a second. You know, like, why would okay, if you want to say that about when he was talking about whistleblowers, that's fine. But to say that about an actual CEO, that's different.
Leadership. After we go through this, I'm going to let you be the judge. A picture has slowly been brought into focus here, and it's not a pretty one. The whistleblower stated in their message, echoing what many other folks have already said to me in the past. They stated, while I disagree with everything Matt and others are doing at the studio, I do worry about feeding the outrage machine. However, I also worry that nothing will ever change for the better as long as people are ignorant of what is going on.
That's interesting. Go back to that. Hold on. The person says, while I disagree with everything Matt and others are doing at the studio, I do worry about feeding the outrage machine. So just even using that term, outrage machine, pretty much shows me that the ideology is running rampant in that studio. If you think talking about this stuff is outrage, you clearly don't understand the actual conversation. But that's besides the point. However, I also worry that nothing will ever change for the better as long as people are ignorant of what's going on. Well, that's exactly what it is, right? They want you to be ignorant to what's going on. They don't want you to know what's happening in any of these studios. I keep telling people this, man. Transparency is not exactly on the forefront of their what you call it, like their priorities. They're not looking to keep transparency, a thing. They don't want to be transparent with anything. And to an extent, they really shouldn't be transparent with a lot of the inner dealings of a studio. That's not the business of the consumer. But when it starts getting to the point where this nonsense is really taking over the studio and affecting the everyday employee to the point where they feel like the only way to do anything is to reach out to a YouTuber to spread the word. I mean, at that point, there's something really wrong with the inner workings of your studio. And chances are they were probably trying to tell you as an employee, but you were ignoring them anyway.
Nothing will ever change for the better as long as people are ignorant of what is going on. And this snippet from the message is basically saying they don't really want to reach out to me and have me talk about this because that could feed the outrage machine and make people more angry and just cause more internal strife at an already struggling internal organization that is Obsidian, when their whole intent is to try to save the company. But trying to do that from the inside isn't working, which is why they're feeling forced to reach out to other people to lend a hand, to get the word out and let everyone know, put a spotlight on Obsidian saying, this is what it's like internally over there. This is what's happening, stifling creativity and subduing any employees that try to speak out. Obsidian, the once beloved creator of classics like Fallout, New Vegas, and The Outer Worlds, finds themselves at a serious crossroads. The internal climate.
Oh, time out, time out. Time out. I just got a Steam gift. When the hell did this happen? I just got a Steam gift right now from Lady Blut. I don't know if Lady Blut is in the chat. She might be, she might not be. But Lady Blut just gifted me on Steam One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. That is insane. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. Holy shit. Shout out to Lady Blut. She's in the chat. Nice. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. That is sick. Thank you, Lady Blood. Wow. Holy shit. You did not have to do that. Fucking A. She says early Christmas present. Thank you, Lady Blood. Wow. A lot of people saying great game. Good. I don't even know what to say. Lady Blood, thank you. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to stop the video in middle, but I had to say thank you. I saw it. I was like, wow. Thank you, Lady Blood. Thank you. Thank you for that a lot. I appreciate that, Lady Blood. Thank you.
Climate is one of division, frustration, and stagnation. The whistleblower continued in their message stating, the problem at Obsidian is cultural, and culture flows from the top. According to the leaker and multiple other employees who have reached out to me over the past couple weeks, a significant portion of the staff agrees that Matt Hansen is a roadblock, stifling true creative freedoms in favor of pushing extreme ideologies. This whistleblower continues with their message saying, Matt has no fear of being fired because long before Microsoft bought Obsidian Entertainment, this was the culture. Microsoft only further reinforces the particular world and cultural view.
You know, I can believe this because if you guys remember, this ideology has been around for a while. And when Microsoft acquired this studio, Microsoft has these DEI programs that they make their employees go through. We've done videos on it before, and they're not they're not exactly the most diverse if you really look at it. It's mainly just, hey, white people, you need to go through these courses so that you can realize you have white guilt. That's basically it. And then move on with your life. And if you don't take the course, then you'll probably end up being let go at some point. So the culture is just being reinforced from Microsoft, which was already there at Obsidian even before Microsoft took over. So it is what it is. Anyway, let's continue.
They continued stating there were some there that pushed back against it, but most just left.
Exactly. They know that a lot of the people who want to push against this stuff, they're not going to want to stick around and work with people who hate them. Right? Like, why would you want to stick around and work with people that hate you all the time? You know, I know you can stick around for a while, but eventually people are going to get sick of it and leave. And they know that. So they try to overwhelm people with numbers. They try to overwhelm them with just absolute fucking numbers. And people just end up leaving a lot of the time.
Think about that.
Happens everywhere.
The internal culture at Obsidian Entertainment has been so bad for so long that instead of making changes for the better and fixing it to push it to a better place, people who have been there, talented developers and creators and other people who worked at the company, just decided to put their hands up and say, you know what? This isn't the same place it used to be. I don't want to be here anymore. And they just straight up left. And you see how this kind of action creates a culture that doesn't have any kind of diversity with it, because all the people of the same thought are the ones that end up staying, and the ones that actually think differently and have some creativity.
It actually is kind of sad that the people who claim to be most diverse or the most diverse people, whatever, like, they never, and I mean never, have diversity of thought. There is literally no diversity of thought. I gotta imagine working at those places, it must be this like fake ass fucking Perfectville, USA, where everybody pretends to get along with each other, but then when they go home, they secretly talk about how much they hate each other. And I'm sure that's like that in a lot of jobs, but especially this, where everybody's faking it, faking nice, fake pretending, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we're just so amazing, we're so diverse. Shut the fuck up. You guys all hate each other. You guys turn on each other at a moment's notice. This is why we say that the woke eat their own, because it's true, they do.
And different organizational structures in mind and what they want the games to be like and things like that, they can't be heard. They don't change anything. So they just leave, leaving a company with far less creativity and far more ideologies and agendas being pushed. But let's get to this email from Fergus, because this is the wildest part of everything
This is pretty
that this
crazy.
whistleblower shared with me. The title states, Avowed Online Controversy.
I mean, for an employee to leak an email from the CEO of the company, I would say they're pretty fed up. You know what I mean? I would say at this point they are pretty fucking fed up in order for them to risk leaking this email. It's pretty wild. But anyway, and the fact that it says required reading, bro, that's so good.
And your online presence. Required reading. General high importance. And the email states, many of you have probably seen the controversy online about Avowed over the last 4 or 5 days. I am not going to speak directly to what is happening, because the way we are going to deal with this, unless things change, is to let it blow over.
Oh, man, you really think this shit's going to blow over, my guy? Come on, man. Aren't you friends with Sweet Baby Inc? Don't you guys realize that this shit is not going to blow over? That once people realize what you're doing, that we're going to be talking about your game all the way up to release? And after that, you really think it's going to blow over? It's not going to. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. This is like you're putting your head in the sand. This is the problem. You guys put your head in the sands and you don't ever want to admit that there's a problem. So you're like, we're just going to pretend like it doesn't exist and let it blow over. Yeah, okay.
I have always dealt with things like this by not giving them more airtime, which is actually, ironically, the exact reason why this email got leaked to me. People internally at Obsidian are frustrated that you aren't doing anything and you're just letting it blow over when they're taking a stand here saying, no, this is a problem. We need actual tangible change at the studio, because if we keep going down this road, it's going to destroy everyone. Now,
guess who else probably thought like that? BioWare. BioWare probably thought the same exact thing. BioWare's like, oh, don't worry. It's just bigots. We're just gonna let it blow over. It's perfectly fine. We're just gonna let it blow over. Did that work? Did that really work?
to talk about how you all do engage online. You have probably all noticed that our language at Obsidian is to walk a tightrope when it comes to how we ask you to think about your online presence. You've all heard me say that you are your own people. And of course...
Wait, hold on. Wait, go back. Go back to that. What was that? Now to talk about... Here we go. He's talking to them like they're fucking children. Let's talk about how you all engage online. Let's see. Oh, that's a terrible pause. Oh. Smash, I'm sorry. Holy shit. Whoopsie. I didn't mean to do that.
Destroy everyone. Now to talk about how you all do engage online. You have probably all noticed that our language at Obsidian is to walk a tightrope when it comes to how we ask you to think about your online presence.
Walk a tightrope with how you go, do your online presence. Interesting. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing to say. And honestly, I kind of respect it in a way, because these developers need to get their fucking, get their social medias in check, because they're out here attacking people left and right. And it's like, bro, that's probably not going to look good for your video game, most likely.
You've all heard me say that you are your own people, and of course, have every right to say what you want to say, wherever you want to say it. Something I staunchly believe in personally, whether I like what you say or not. That freedom does come with challenges and responsibilities, particularly when you talk about things that are associated with our games or games in general. And it says what you say can, and it cuts off there, and I'm assuming is what you say can and will be used against you by the external forces that you give the information to.
Why the fuck would... Hey, stupid ass whistleblower, why would you cut it off at the best part? What do you think this is, Half-Life 2? You think you could leave me on a fucking cliffhanger and never give me the information, you son of a bitch? What's wrong with you? Why would you cut it off at the best part? You fucking... God damn it.
I would assume that's the direction the email goes, but like I said, it gets cut off there. But it would make the most sense that he's trying to instill fear in these employees, saying, hey, you can say whatever you want to say to whoever you want to say it to, but just know it's going to come back and hurt you if you do that. And I'm saying that's not necessarily true. These people are really frustrated about the overall ecosystem and environment internally at Obsidian, and they're coming to you. They're telling you, this guy, Matt Hansen in particular, is a problem. You need to change him and start changing the culture there. And you're saying, la, 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 we're just going to wait for this to blow over, and everything will be fine and dandy when Avowed comes out. And I got some other information regarding Avowed that I'm not at the liberty to talk about right now.
You know, I do think it's actually pretty amazing. I think it's pretty amazing that they genuinely believe that by ignoring it and pretending like it's not happening, that that's somehow going to be better for their video game. I really don't understand where that mindset comes from. I guess it has to be an old school mindset, because the CEO even said himself that he handles all of this by letting it blow over. That's how he's used to handling these things. And that might have worked in the past when your journalists were the ones that control the mainstream narrative, right? Your journalists, and I say your journalists because let's be real, they're just one big circle jerk. So that was probably the way to go when the journalists back in the day were able to run defense for you. But now you really don't have that option. You don't have the ability for the journalists to run defense for you because there isn't many of them left. So now YouTubers and people are talking about things freely, and there's thousands of us. Do you really think that letting it blow over and not talking about it is going to be better? You really think that? I'm not saying for you to come out and disavow pronouns, because I don't believe that you're ever going to do that. But at the very least, you could come out and be like, listen, we've heard your concerns. We understand your concerns, but trust us and believe that we have the game's, the game's gameplay and storyline at the forefront of our thoughts, and we're going to give it our best shot. And hopefully you enjoy it. That's it. I mean, it's such a bullshit statement, but at the end of the day, say something. Don't just fucking say nothing, because then people are going to run with whatever they want to think about your game, which they have every right to. They have every right to, especially the way that your art director was acting. You should at least make a statement about that. If you're not going to make a statement about the game, make a statement about your art director acting like a fucking psychopath. Then that way you can kind of take control of that. So that way your game doesn't get tanked by one singular employee. But by saying nothing, no, that's not good, bro. That you have your head in the sand. That's really what it is. Your heads are in the sand and you're pretending like nothing's happening.
Now, because another whistleblower is afraid of their job, so I'm not allowed to even talk about that one, where I'm like, Avowed might not be as great as what people are thinking it was. So the greater point with all of this is you're trying to ignore genuine feedback and criticism of people at your company and just pretending that it's just going to be fine because these people are in positions of power and they can apparently do no wrong. And you've made the decision that it's almost like, well, it's them or us. And if you don't like them, you can leave because those are the people in charge here. And that's exactly what ends up destroying a studio. In the email, Urquhart addresses a recent controversy surrounding Avowed, the studio's upcoming fantasy RPG. And he says, the way we're going to deal with this, unless things change, is to let it blow over, opting to sidestep any direct engagement and difficult conversations that need to happen with all this growing backlash. It's almost like when Microsoft came in and bought Obsidian, that Fergus just made a whole bunch of money. It was like, kick back, relax. And it was like, you know what? Just let it take care of itself, guys. Let's not fight. Let's not have any problems here. I made all my money, and can we just, like, I don't know, let these people that have these ideologies run amok, have them run our studio into the ground? That way we can...
You know, it's getting ridiculous, man. They really need to start realizing that this shit, letting these activists that they hire, and we know that they hire them because that's the ideology, that's what they believe in, and that's what they want in their company, fine. But you also have to understand and realize that that shit will eventually eat you when it comes to releasing your video game and having these people run a circus on Twitter. You know what I mean? I'm not saying censor their fucking speech, but what I am saying is maybe not make things so goddamn divisive before you release the game. You could do whatever the fuck you want after the game releases. But, you know, it's like if you were smart, you would wait. I love the fact that you're not smart, because not only do we get to save money and people get to realize, oh, okay, we can kind of see what's going on. I love the fact that they're stupid. You save money that way. It gets me content. I really don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. But if you were smart, you would wait till at least the game comes out. But these people can't help themselves. They really can't. They can't help themselves. They got to go right at it ASAP, especially now more than ever that Trump is about to go into office. Oh, my God, bro. If you guys think that it's bad now, just wait until Trump goes into office. Once Trump goes into office, it is fucking game over. Oh, my God. These people are going to be insufferable. Insufferable. I'm telling you, every single fucking activist on Twitter is going to be losing their minds every chance they get, literally. And I'm sure it's going to be great for content, but they're going to be fucking insufferable. They really are.
Just, I don't know, live and let live, no problems here. His passive approach feels emblematic of a much larger issue at Obsidian, a leadership team that's unwilling or unable to tackle the root causes of employee discontent. Urquhart acknowledges employees' online engagement and reminds them to...
All you guys are saying it's going to be glorious. You're going to get popcorn ready. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be wild. Just get it ready. When Trump goes into office, all of these AAA studios, it is going to be disgusting. You think the content is crazy now? Just wait.
To walk the tightrope when it comes to having an online presence. He emphasizes that having the freedom to say what they want could come with some serious repercussions after doing that, particularly when discussing Obsidian's games. And while this might seem like boilerplate corporate language on the surface, it reveals a far deeper issue. Employees feel increasingly constrained in their ability to speak freely.
What the hell kind of workplace situation is this? People just chilling in the dark? This is really fucking depressing. Wait. Go back. What's with the old 80s porno rock? God, it must stink in there. Hold on.
Employees feel increasingly constrained.
What the hell? Bro, the whole fucking... Why are you all in the dark, bro? What is this? What are you, mourning the fucking law? I know you got natural light, don't get me wrong, but damn, bro, this is a little scary. It's a little scary.
In their ability to speak freely, even within the walls of their own studio.
Can we not afford electricity? Do you only work in the daytime, and then once the sun goes down, you just what, leave? Or you work in the dark? Like, what's happening?
And Matt Hansen's influence is looming large in all of this, from an overwhelming amount of actual people connected to Matt.
You know, there is a tie. There is a tie to lack of sunlight or lack of light to, like, you know, mental illness and anger. There is a tie, which if they're making them work in the dark, perhaps there's you know, something to research there. You know what I mean? There's something to look into there.
That have reached out to me in unison over the past few weeks, stating something along the lines of, no one wants him there, as they fear he single-handedly is dragging down the company from within, pushing ideologies and agendas and forcing everyone to follow what he's doing into their own demise. The whistleblower who leaked this email, and many others who have contacted me since the controversy began, paint a picture of a studio caught...
Bro, what is with this studio? It's got like the most, I don't know, just old school...
of extreme ideological agendas.
I feel like that carpet stinks.
Plenty of times on my channel how the woke cultures in game development...
Nose Ring Mafia. Shout out to the Nose Ring Mafia. We got another one, boys. Right here. Nose Ring Mafia. There you go.
Ultimately consume the very company.
Look at this Gordon Freeman looking motherfucker. Who is this? Who is this? Do you work for the G-Man? Tell the truth.
They aim to raise up. Matt Hansen, a senior leader and art director at Obsidian, is at the center of all this happening with Obsidian. According to the people close to him, his leadership style has become synonymous with...
You gotta love the product placement. They have Obsidian Entertainment mugs. Product placement is glorious.
Censorship and the suppression of creative voices that don't align with his worldview. The whistleblower continued in their message, he's blocking true creative freedoms for the sake of pushing his extreme ideologies. If you take a step back from this and you hear this stuff, you'd think this is like a YouTuber trying to make propaganda in a video to get clicks. And I'm like, no, this is actually an email from a whistleblower, and I'm just saying what they're telling me. That's how crazy it is.
Not according to some people in the chat, Smash JT, you lying fucking grifter. Not according to the experts. You liar.
Inside Obsidian right now. What's striking is how widespread this sentiment appears
to be. That's a terrible pause. Hold on.
Is inside Obsidian right now. What's...
Is that a Hannah Montana poster?
Holy shit.
Why the fuck do they have a Hannah Montana poster in Obsidian Entertainment? Isn't that a little weird? Bro, that is weird. That is weird. Wait a fucking second. That is weird. Either this is an old video, which I don't know if this video is old, but even if it's not old, it doesn't matter. Why the fuck do you have a poster of Hannah Montana in your studio? At any point. That's a little weird.
Striking is how widespread this sentiment appears to be. From my view, based on the sheer volume of messages I've been receiving from too many people to count at this point.
Yeah, there's no other fucking posters or anything like that around the studio. So why do you have a random Hannah Montana poster in there? That's just odd. It's weird.
It feels almost unanimous. And yet, according to my source, nothing inside Obsidian seems to be changing at all. This direction is particularly concerning given these stakes. Avowed is shaping up to be one of Obsidian's most ambitious projects to date. But now...
Where is this studio located? California? Where is Obsidian Entertainment located? California. Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense.
It's been overshadowed by growing internal strife and external skepticism. And that alongside with some of the people inside of Obsidian saying that Avowed really isn't that great. And it's a big game they've been working on for a while. And this could actually tank their studio. Urquhart's email, while professional and...
I feel like this tour, this B-roll footage, I feel like it's old. But it doesn't matter to me whether it's old or not, because the fact that you have a Hannah Montana poster in your studio is fucking weird. That is weird, bro. You're a bunch of grown-ass men. You got Hannah Montana in there. Yeah, bro. That's what you call highly sussery. Highly sussery.
Measured underscores the sense that he's lost control of his own studio. His statement that freedom does come with challenges and responsibilities reads almost as a veiled warning to employees who are trying to speak out about frustrations. I've had other whistleblowers expose...
At least they got the lights on. Shit, because half of these fucking offices got the lights off. You got so many people working in the dark.
Some serious problems at that studio as well, only to message me later to ask me not to discuss the stories that they told me about.
Hail to Smash JT in the chat. I see you, Smash. Hail to Smash JT. Hey, Smash, I don't know if you realize this, but people have basically figured it out that you made all this up. So I'm sorry. You're gonna have to figure out something else. But you made all this up, Smash. Sorry.
Due to fear of backlash on them in particular. The studio itself is going under a complete lockdown right now, and they are actively trying to seek out anyone speaking out, which kind of flies in the face of this email saying, yeah, feel free to talk, say whatever you want. And then the people are messaging me back saying, actually, don't talk about the stuff I told you because they could find out who I am from that, and then I'd probably end up losing my job. The leaks are continuing, and many of those connected to Obsidian have completely lost faith in the leadership. Ever since Microsoft took over and Fergus...
What in the mess? Oh, come on, bro. Why would you even show? Okay. All right. First off, you know this is a woman's office. 100%. It's this messy. It's a woman's office. Number one. Number two, why would you show this on video? Why would you show this? This is disgusting, bro. If one of my employees had a messy ass office like this, bro, what are you, Asmongold? This doesn't make any sense, bro. This is nasty. Tell Big Bertha to clean her fucking office. Why would you even put this on video? This is fucking disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. What is this shit, bro? Oh my God. I can't believe it. You know this person got pink hair. Who the fuck?
Payout. It almost feels like the passion that he used to have driving.
Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Hold on. Look at this. Look at Emily's office, right?
Over and Fergus.
Emily's office is right here.
It almost feels like the passion.
And look at Johnny's office. You know what I mean? Like, you know that this is a dude's office and this is a woman's office. Like, you just know that to be true.
Microsoft took over and Fergus got a good payout.
Look at this shit.
Feels
That's
like
terrible.
The passion that he used to have driving his heart is all but gone at this point. The whistleblower described a workplace where morale is at an all-time low, creativity is stifled, and fear of any retaliation silences the currently growing dissent. Ideology is taking precedence over storytelling. And Avowed, the game that was once brimming with potential, at least when I first saw it, now is risking becoming a casualty of internal chaos. It's gotten so...
What the fuck is this thing? Yo, every time I see characters from Avowed, I just laugh because I haven't seen this thing yet. What is that?
bad that the situation goes well beyond just the perception of Avowed's problems that's in question anymore, and it's now Obsidian's ability to survive as a studio if these issues go unresolved. It's gotten that bad. From what I've been told, there's a growing sense internally that Obsidian is teetering on the edge. I wouldn't be surprised if this moment right here isn't the beginning of the end. The CEO, Fergus Urquhart's leadership is being questioned internally, actively, daily. And Matt Hansen's unchecked influence and protection from Microsoft proper is causing a gigantic rift within the company. If major changes aren't happening anytime soon, the very foundation of the studio could collapse under the weight of its own internal strife. The cracks are beginning to show. The choice now is whether Obsidian will actually try to patch them up and refocus to what made them great in the first place years ago, creative freedom and bold storytelling, or, based off of what I've been seeing more likely, allow themselves to crumble, destroying the quality developers and employees' lives while it spirals the drain. Either way, the next few months will be pivotal. Not just for Avowed, but the future of...
I gotta tell you guys, I can't wait. I can't wait for this game to come out. I'm so curious when this game comes out because number one, is this a Game Pass game? Am I correct on saying that? Is this a Game Pass game? Right? So it's a day one Game Pass game, which means that immediately, right off the bat, the sales are going to get fucking neutered for this thing. So day one Game Pass game, which means that the Steam numbers are going to be abysmal. You already know that. And yeah, this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. I don't see many people wanting to go, oh my God, I need to subscribe to Game Pass to play this game. It's just going to be, oh, I'm already subscribed to this, so I might as well just play it. You're not going to get any increased revenue. You're not going to get any increased subscriptions for the most part. Very few. This game is going to tank so bad, and it's not even just because of the wokeness. It's for the simple fact of this just doesn't work. This doesn't work. This Game Pass kind of thing doesn't work when it comes to video games. You need an insane amount of Game Pass subscriptions to even become remotely, like, even for it to remotely make sense. And they're just not there yet. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. Let me finish the video.
One of gaming's most iconic studios. There are so many great, hardworking, talented employees at Obsidian. The current situation they're facing is honestly just a damn shame, because at this point, they could end up losing their jobs because of something they had no control over: poor leadership. And ultimately, based off of this leaked email that I'm seeing, that's what it's all coming down to. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want more information, check out smashjt.com for this whole article. Shout out to this very brave whistleblower sharing this information with me. We are winning, and we are working on...
Shout out to the whistleblower for not only giving all this information to Smash JT, but then leaving us with a worse cliffhanger than Half-Life 2 and cutting off the fucking picture of the email screenshot before it got good. Shout out to you. I highly doubt you're watching my stream because you probably watch Smash JT, but let it be known, can you screenshot the next part and send it to Smash JT? Because what the fuck? What kind of screenshot was that? Who does that? What are you selling? Whistleblower DLC? Fix that shit. Send the second screenshot to Smash. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Changing things to make the game industry better, and there is no better example of that than this video right here. I hope this enacts some sort of change over there to save these employees' careers and change the game industry for the better. I'm going to leave it there. If you guys appreciate what I'm doing, hit that join button. Thank you so much for watching. And as...
All right, you stay smashing. Yeah, gay fucking outro. Shout out to Smash JT. Love the guy. Again, this is like the fourth time I'm linking his video since he says I don't share his stuff and whatnot, which is such a fucking lie. But well done on the video, Smash JT. Great job on getting the whistleblower. Apparently, you got to pay for the DLC content though, because you only got half of the content, Smash. You only got half of the content, Smash. You got to pay the fucking DLC. You got to pay the DLC to get the second part. So go get the second part. Here, there you go. I linked it again for the 5th time now. This is his video. Check it out. Give it a like. You guys already know how it goes.